Alrighty, I have been waiting all day for this. I thought that they were going to do early patch notes, but I guess not. It actually doesn't seem like they're doing much of an early maintenance this time around, because, yeah, this is maybe like an hour early-ish? I don't know. That's really not all that early, considering most of the time they always drop it early. Either way, we're here, boys. It's time. The big patch notes are here. I don't know what to say. We're trying to hit 6K subs. Feel free to subscribe. Other than that, let's go over this thing. So, a little bit early maintenance, kind of. It'll end at 2:30. Well, that's not really all that. I don't think that's actually early anymore because of the time change. Maybe not. Either way, new chapter. We're getting new story, which is always good. I feel like it's been so long since we've had new story stuff, but obviously, you know, the stuff in the story is pretty much like ramping up quite a lot. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing some more story stuff. Obviously, there's a lot of free rewards and stuff like that we get along with it. New hero, of course. We're getting Chad King, Festival Chad King, which is cool. I'm honestly a little disappointed that they didn't give Deanne a festival. Instead, they gave King a second festival. But I guess Meliodas already has 2 festivals at this point, and, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But, yeah, was kind of looking forward to a Deanne, but this King's honestly really, really cool. I like a lot of his outfits and stuff like that, and he's insanely strong, so I'm pretty much going to have to deem this one as like a must summon. Like, this is going to be one you don't want to miss out on, because he also works in a lot of other game modes. Specifically, you can actually do a lot of good with him in the new Bird Boss and stuff like that. Or I keep saying new, but Bird Boss really isn't new anymore, but he does really, really well in Bird Boss because of the shield that he puts up and everything. So yeah, kind of looking forward to seeing if I can beat stage 3 with him on that. Plus, for me specifically, I always really like it when new AoE units and stuff like that come out for farming teams and stuff, so I think that he's going to be a really nice addition to the farming team for me. So, yeah, he is coming out, of course. Some small event, or I don't want to say small, but some events that are going to be going on is the 2.5 anniversary survey special draw. We actually did the survey sort of thing for this a while back. The actual banner itself is going to have 4 of the festival units on it, so they are bringing back festival units to festival banners, which was a really dumb mistake that they did a little while back with Festival Gother. But it's going to be King, Purgatory Bond, Festival Merlin, and the one Escanor, which is actually a really, really good banner. Some of the actual side units and stuff on the banner, I don't know exactly what all was on the banner. I'd have to look it up on JP, but or just pull up the JP patch notes and everything like that, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment. But yeah, the actual banner itself has some really good units on it. I think Brunhild's on it, which is good for some players if you don't have her already. I think Sigurd's on it, Chandler's on it, a couple of the, you know, Archangels is on it, which is really, really great. There are special missions, so you can get a free summon for it, or a free multi, which is really nice. They're also doing that login banner thing right now, so if you haven't been logging in, make sure that you're logging in, because you can get some extra tickets and stuff like that from summoning on that banner, which is really nice. It looks like Kamara and Malik are coming back, which is pretty okay. I don't really think that those are all that, you know, special. I don't think it's really been all that long since we actually had Malik or Kamara. So maybe Kamara. I think Kamara's like the yellow looking dude with the 2 like chain flail things on his hands. So maybe it's been a little bit for that guy, but I'm pretty sure we've had Malik like somewhat recently, within the last couple of months at least. So yeah, kind of interesting there. Obviously, they're getting an exchange shop for that. They are doing a new type of event, which is this one right here, Valenti's Totally Normal Day. It's almost just like a little like board game sort of thing where you like roll and move a certain amount of spaces or something like that. I think it looks kind of interesting. I really didn't look into it a whole lot when it was on JP, because obviously I can't read any of it, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what it actually plays like and what the rewards are looking like from that event, so could be kind of cool. Of course, they're doing a reward dungeon for Fort Solgris, so make sure that you're doing that every single day. It costs like 1 stamina, and they end up giving you like a really good amount of rewards for it. Special power-up bonus, I'm not particularly sure. It looks like a free daily auto-clear ticket bonus and 1-step evolution support bonus. So actually, this right here is pretty cool. So they're basically making it to where you can level 91 unit for free, which is really cool. Obviously, a lot of people are going to just use that on King. but that's really nice. I originally had thought that it was going to go ahead and awaken the character as well, but from my understanding, there's been a couple of people that have commented and said it does not awaken the character, it just level 1 to 90s them, so you don't have to worry about doing any demons or pendants or anything like that, but you will have to awaken the character with awakening materials or use one of the fully awakening tokens. But if I'm not mistaken, this should be the update where we are able to make the full awakening tokens by sacrificing awakening materials and stuff like that in game for them, so that should be really, really nice. Honestly, a really good like quality of life thing, because honestly, just going through and awakening a character, now that they have the BP system or whatever, like those little points that you get for the 7 constellations, because that pops up every single time you do anything with a character, basically, the fact that you'll be able to just use a full awakening token and just blow through all of that and only have to see that screen one time will be kind of nice. 2.5 anniversary King's upgrade material exchange event. So the exchange material thing that King does in your tavern, they're gonna have an event one going on. Most of the time they end up doing it to where you can trade certain materials for anvils, you can trade rare and SR pendants up to whatever the case may be, you can change other things for other things. I think most of the time you can end up trading, if you have like a ton of one demon material, you can exchange some of those demon materials for the other ones, so that should be kind of cool. There is a homecoming power-up event, which makes it to where hero enhancements are super and ultra success rate ups, so that's kind of cool. A salvage event is also going to be going on. I know that people really like the salvage events most of the time because you can get some decent 5-star like equipment awakening stones and stuff like that when you need them. A fight festival boosting event is also going to be going on. Special rule event for normal. I don't think this is the same thing that they're doing for JP at the moment. I know that JP in Korea, I think it just started either today or yesterday, where they can use the same named characters, but they can't use like duplicates of the characters, so you can use like 4 Meliodases on the same team as long as they're not the same like exact Meliodas, which is kind of cool. I don't think that's going to be what this is, but I'm not positive on that. I don't know if they're like rushing that a little bit forward on us or not. Consecutive victory point boost reward, so if you're winning a ton of matches in a row, it looks like you're going to get more points for that, so you can boost up your rank a lot easier. So if you're not already champion in ungeared and you're like able to get those 50 diamonds every week, make sure that you're doing your fight festival stuff if you're newer to the game, so that way you can get more gems and stuff like that each week. And then victory count event is going to be going on as well. I'm assuming this is the going to be one of those ones where there's rewards every 3 wins, and you can do like, they want you to win at least like 15 times per week to get X amount of rewards and stuff like that. These are kind of cool. They kind of push people to play more PvP, I guess, which is kind of nice. I feel like on global there's not really all that many, like there's not a lot of shortage of like players to find, but you still do fight bots and stuff like that every now and then, so this might help a little bit with that if you're running into a lot of bots. I know for regular players who aren't YouTubers, bots are probably a nice little win for you, but I don't know, this might actually make it to where it's harder to win. Rules of the 7 Deadly Sins battle event is going to be going on, so you can always clear these. I think, most of the time they always give you 2 gems for this. I really hate doing these every week, but it just is what it is. New costumes, of course, for King, so he has 3 actual new costumes that are coming out. 10 Commandment Legend of the Black Flame costume. I didn't know that's what that was called. That's pretty cool. Truth Seeker Merlin's costume sets return. Oh, never mind. This is this is the 10 Commandments. I'm pretty sure these are the Halloween costumes for the 10 Commandments, if I'm not mistaken. And then the Black Flame costumes are, that was one of the I want to say that was one of the very first sets that came out. I know that it originally ran whenever Red Demon Meliodas came to the game, like year 1, like a month or 2 into the game, I'm pretty sure. The only reason I remember that is because whenever Red Demon Meliodas came out, if you wanted to have all of his outfits, you had to buy the Red Flame set with real money, and I was just kind of like really thrown off by that. But yeah, King's getting new outfits. Truth Seeker Merlin's outfits are going to be returning, because I don't think that you've been able to buy them this whole time, because the original blue Merlin, the original blue Truth Seeker Merlin, the summer Merlin, was a summer unit, so she was considered to be sort of like a seasonal unit. But because the green Merlin is out, I guess you'll be able to buy these now. Maybe they should have already had these available whenever green Merlin came around, but either way. So yeah, those are all coming back. Why do I keep clicking on that? New bundles. It looks like we're going to have anniversary discount bundle. Demonic Beast Rosvelgar bundle. They've been bringing back the Demonic Beast bundles a lot lately. I don't think it's really as big of an issue now that like the game, or that the bird boss has been out for a decent while, because obviously people have been able to sort of like grind and get a couple of relics here and there. So I don't think it's as big of an issue that they're bringing the bundles out now, but it is still kind of scummy here and there. But honestly, like, these bundles are so bad. Like, you don't even get a full relic from buying these bundles. Like, you would have to buy both of the bundles, I think, just to get one relic, which is ridiculous. Like, one of them's like $80 and one of them's like $40, and I'm not about to spend $120 on the game just to get a single relic. Like, that's insane. That's really scummy. But I guess the fact that they're super expensive makes it to where people aren't going to buy them as much, so helps out the free-to-plays a little bit, which is good. Enhancement boost selection bundle, not really sure. Hero upgrade selection bundle has upgrade materials in it. Diamond shop bundle, monthly subscription bundle is changing, so this one is kind of interesting. If I'm not mistaken, they're basically just buffing the monthly subscription bundle quite a bit, which is really cool. New item in the item shop. I keep clicking on these banners. New item in the item shop. You can now buy full awakening tokens. I'm assuming the item shop is the one where you can actually buy stuff with gems, if I'm not mistaken. So that's kind of cool, I guess, if you're like in a pinch and you really need one. But I don't ever buy anything from the item shop, so I don't know that it's going to be all that helpful. System updates, though. Added an expiration for the Tower of Trials, so this is a big one. After the 12.6 maintenance until 1.7, to be announced in a separate notice, a time limit for the Tower of Trial reward reset will be applied at the time limit, and the time left until the reset will be displayed. After the reset, your previous progress on the and first time clear rewards will reset to be claimed from floor 1. So they announced this in a dev note not too long ago. Make sure that you are trying to get through these Tower of Trials levels as much as possible. I know they can be really RNG based, or just, you know, you need a specific unit to beat them. That is really annoying. I completely understand. I have guides for them. Obviously, it's not going to help everybody because you might not have the units that I used or that you need, regardless. But if you can and you have the units available, make sure that you get, you know, your Tower of Trials done, because it is going to be resetting in January. So you'll be able to get all of those first time clear rewards again, which is really nice. They are also adding the Fuse Awakening materials. This is the thing that I was talking about earlier. So you'll be able to make the full Awakening tokens out of just your regular sort of like Awakening materials. So all of the regular Awakening materials plus the Demon's Blood, and I can't remember what the other one's called, but all of that stuff you can basically just select, and once you hit 6,000 points, I'm assuming they all have their own individual values, but yeah, you can fuse those into super or full awakening tokens, so you don't have to worry about going through every single time a new character comes out, which is really nice. A system has been added to combine awakening materials for full awakening tokens, blah blah blah. You can fuse them with Merlin in the tavern. Revised Hawk Pass missions. So it looks like these are normal, and then they got rid of clear the free stage one time, use auto clear tickets, and eat a dish you made. They removed those for some reason, and then they are also changing the weekly missions to where acquire affection by cleaning tables is now going to be clear boss battle 20 times. Okay. Clear training grotto is now going to be send friendship coins to friends 80 times. 80 times, good lord. Well, I guess that's not too bad. I guess it just, I think you can have like 49 friends or something like that now, so maybe this would only take like 2 days worth of sending coins. I send coins every day most of the time, unless I just absolutely forget, but normally I don't. So this one actually seems a lot easier than clearing the training grotto, I guess. I guess that's more of a reason that you won't have to like feel pressured to do training grotto. I kind of like that, because right now, if I'm not mistaken, normally when I get the training grotto missions, I end up having to wait a day or two before I can do training grotto, so that way I can go ahead and get my mission done, so that way I can go ahead and get that thing out of the way, or I'll just have to end up waiting a couple of days before I can complete this because it's on cooldown or whatever the case may be. So that's kind of cool, I guess, that they're getting rid of that one. Serve tables 5 times is now going to be clear tower or world tree. The red ambers are going to be used 20 clear tickets, and then all of this other stuff. It seems like they're just making it a little bit easier, a little bit more accessible, stuff that you can actually, I guess, just do regularly instead of it being kind of like annoying stuff almost, because some of these are kind of annoying, and if you don't like, I don't know, it is what it is. They're not really a big change either way. Loyalty point adjustment. So daily point reward, number of Hawk Pass. I'm assuming points goes from 2 to 9, because obviously they're cutting out some of the rewards, maybe, or the missions. So you'll only have to do 4 missions per day, and you'll get 9 points per mission. So that's kind of cool, I guess. I think that ends up still being more points, which is good. Weekly mission loyalty, so it goes from 50 points to, depending on what tier you have. Are they going to make new tiers to Hawk Pass? Am I missing something? Kind of interesting, I guess. So it goes from 80 to 100 to 150. I thought that, I don't know, maybe they're adding a new tier. Like maybe there's like a mega paid tier or something like that, which is kind of weird. New dish. I'm actually really excited for this one. So this is going to be a dish that you can buy from the Knighthood Exchange Shop for 50 coins each, which is kind of hefty. But if you don't know, they already have foods like this for all of the other demons, the original 3 demons. And it basically makes it to where the demon materials that they drop when you fight them doubles. So that's really, really good. So basically, when you do Belmoth raids now, if you're using this food and you don't already rely on another kind of food to win, you should be able to double your Belmoth like core drops. So that's really, really good. Like you can stock up on these a whole lot easier by buying the food if you need it. 2 new holy relics. Roxy is going to be getting her holy relic, and then the Slaters are getting a holy relic as well. I thought that this was like a translation thing from the guy who normally does the JP translations, but it legitimately just says does not have a special effect but greatly increases the basic stats of the hero, or of the holy relic. So that's kind of weird, I guess. I guess a basic stat increase is still really good either way. Green Roxy is an absolute beast in certain teams, so the fact that she is getting a holy relic could be very, very good. Slater's holy relic is kind of interesting. It actually acts more like an SR, or I guess it acts more like a rare. Like you don't have to have the wind sources, the little like blue wind tokens or whatever, to actually build this one, which is kind of nice. But I don't know that it's necessarily all that good. I don't know. If you like Slater a lot or you use him a lot, you might be able to get some decent use out of that though. Added a new artifacts card set bonus, which is kind of cool. I do like artifact cards. It looks like they are going to be giving all of these away with the events and stuff like that during the King Festival. So that's really, really good. You'll get all of this stuff for free. And then it basically increases fairy allies' basic stats in Brawl by 10%. That's at max level. So at 10% basic stats increase is kind of ridiculous. So you could basically build a King team in Brawl and use this set on that team specifically, and it would give you 10% extra stats. That's actually ridiculous. Obviously Brawl isn't all that like competitive, kind of just like a weird like laid back game mode that people sort of mess around with here and there, but I don't know, that's still a lot of stats for a card set, I guess. Revised a skill card image of Holy Knight Gother. So the invasion arrow that Holy Knight Gother has, or the Halloween Gother, looked exactly like the red Gother's rank up card. They made it to where the green Gother's rank up card now has like little pumpkins in it, so you can actually tell the two apart. I'm assuming they did that because of the rule that's coming up where you can use, you know, multiple Gothers in a same party, so that way the cards don't look like they're the exact same and they're not merging. I would assume that's the biggest reason, but I don't know. Either way, it's a very subtle change. You can tell if they're like right next to each other, but honestly it's not even that big a deal. Improve the detailed view of the new stones or mana stones activation in the 7 constellations, so just a small little fix there. Other QOL improvements: Vanya Ale and artifact card packs. Acquire an entire day's worth of Vanya Ale at once. This is fantastic. I literally, every time I log in, because I have some of the new Season 3 Tavern Cosmetics on and some of the original Tavern Cosmetics on, I get like 6 Vanya Ales a day, and having to click that thing 6 times in a row and watch the animation is absolutely mind-numbing. So this is fantastic. I'm a super big fan of this one. And an option to open artifact cards consecutively, so you can open up multiple card packs at one time. It looks like 5 might be the limit. limit, but even then that's going to help blow through a lot of that stuff a lot easier if you're just, you know, doing them regularly. So kind of cool, honestly. Those are really good changes. Chapter rewards, it looks like you'll be able to click on a little button down there in the bottom right to see a full list of the rewards, which is cool. Improved equipment bonus animation, so all bonus effects are now changed at once through repeated change. Okay, that's actually really good. So you can see they all show up at one time instead of it just going through the top one and then, you know, consecutively going down through the list. So it should speed up consecutive rolls and stuff like that a lot, so that should actually help quite a bit. It looks like you can now see the rates on multiple different things. It looks like cooking and stat rolls on equipment is also going to be able to see the rates for those. Added cooking super success and ultra success rate and quantity. Improved equipment change rate. Hammer visor rate description. Added acquired currency for, you know, blah blah blah. Adjusted PvP AI. When matched with an AI in PvP normal or elite, unnecessary pattern has been removed. Example is resetting cards and using stamps. So if you're unaware, most of the time when you go up against a bot, as soon as it ticks over to their turn, the bot will use a card or like move a card or something like that, and then it'll immediately reset, emote, and then go about doing its turn. So they're getting rid of that, so that way I guess it's not going to waste as much time, and then both friendly and competition matches will now have the same AI, so that's really cool. Just a little bit sped up, I guess. 2 heroes added to the race draw tickets, so the unknown race draw tickets are now going to have Magelda and the newer Truth Seeker Merlin on them, so that's a way to get those characters if you don't have them, or if you can't pull them in a banner or whatever, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Ending events and bundles. So Ragnarok, Magelda's banner is going away, so if you don't have Magelda, I don't really recommend summoning for her all that much, but she is a pretty interesting character. I'm assuming once we have a little bit more testing and stuff. I actually have a friend who's been doing a lot of experiments with her and the one Escanor, and he's getting some pretty interesting results, so I don't know, there could be a decent team for her already. We just haven't had enough testing for it, but yeah, I don't know if that I would necessarily recommend with all of the stuff coming that I would recommend summoning on that banner, but that is going to be going away if you don't have her and you really, really want her. The Leonis Festival for Bartra's birthday stuff is going away, so make sure you do that little quest line. I skipped over that for like the first 2 or 3 days that it was out because I kept forgetting to click on it. Lamech and Purinpu are actually going away as well, so if you haven't done all of those and got the exchange shop stuff out of them, they do have a daily limit, so you might be a little late if you haven't already done a whole bunch of it, but make sure you get as much as you can out of those. The Ghost Leg event is going to be ending, which is fine. I hate the Ghost Leg event to be honest. And then a bunch of the bundles. So previous monthly subscription bundle is going to be ending and replaced with the new one, so make sure that you're aware of that. If you are unaware, if you already have a monthly subscription going on, it will continue to give you those gems and stuff like that, and you can go ahead and buy the new one if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to see that whenever it actually drops the patch, but yeah, so new subscription bundle coming. Bundle purchase limit reset and purchase period extension, so I think some of the bundles that have like a specific limit on how many times you can buy them or when they're supposed to end or whatever have been reset. Enhanced boost selection bundle and upgrade selection bundle. Previous diamond shop bonuses are ending as well, so they're going to be reset and have been added. So all together, this is a pretty beefy patch. Obviously the festival patches tend to be very big and have a lot going on, so I'm looking forward to this one. Honestly, we're doing live summons and everything like that on the YouTube channel, so make sure you guys, if you are around and you're going to be awake whenever the banner actually drops, I will be live on YouTube doing summons, so feel free to stop by. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. So see you then.